Those. This stuff went on the black market and was picked up. There's 5 people died so far, and the police are onto it. Well, obviously they are, because this is this is a major type. People died now.
In Nottingham? Or
one in Leicester. The closest is Leicester. You still want it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. The reason why I came down is because I have the books now. There's 50 quid there, right?
Yeah, it's more than enough. That's
okay, well, no problem. Whatever.
You've got to give it the balance. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. We'll see you Friday, Saturday night. Yes. Take care, mate.
Doormen are supposed to protect the public. Their job is to sort out trouble, control who comes onto the premises, and keep out drug dealers. Pub and club owners put their faith in them to keep their premises drug-free. That faith is sometimes misplaced. I was soon to find that the problem wasn't just that some bouncers were abusing steroids. The rot at the Imperial went much deeper. If you wanted to buy drugs, the place to ask was at the door.
Fantastic. You got to clear tonight, do you?
Half of the kid.
Let me
calm me down a bit, lad, yeah?
Let me take it in the loo. It's going to loo and let me take it off you. You have it with you.
What, do you want all 5?
Yeah, I want 40. Do you have 40 quid's worth? How much?
No, you got 40 quid worth here. 5, 7. You've got a gram in each.
Yeah. How much have you got there?
You've got 5 there.
Yeah. Okay.
That little bit in the bottom, I'm going to have that tonight.
Okay.
That's just what didn't make the tablet on.
Yeah. Excellent. There's 40.
Go and check them, they're all full as well.
Okay, I'm going to.
Lee had sold me what turned out to be amphetamines, known as speed or whiz, a Class A drug. Like steroids, it's not exactly the ideal drug for doormen to be taking. It can cause hyperactivity and paranoia, and can be seriously addictive. And he wasn't just selling to me.
Stairs, this lad come up to me and he goes, I know I might be asking a daft question, but have you got any speed on there? He goes, yeah, you are. And he goes, because he thought I was a bouncer. I goes, I'm not the doorman here, but if I was, you'd be fucked out, chuck you out and nick your gear off, yeah? Anyway, I made a fortune. I sold the rest of that store.
You're joking.
So I made 20 off you, 30 off them. That pays for me gear already. Plus, these capsules and that.
But over at Beetroot, the nightclub of the year, where Lee Tomlinson was in charge of the doors, I soon learned that it wasn't just a question of the odd doorman selling the odd wrap of speed. Control of the doors there was used to control who could and who could not sell drugs on the premises.
Have you turned over anybody in there recently at all?
Wait till the students get back. They come back to us, there'll be a few then, a few fresh ones, you know what I mean? And think they're the score and they still get scored.
Well, you'll know them, will you?
Yeah, we just sniff them out. All the bar staff sniff them out for us, you know what I mean?
And what you do then, they'll be terrified, won't they?
Yeah, we just bring them down to the office. We always give them an option. Either give us everything, money, everything, or we call the police, you know what I mean? That's it, isn't it?
They give you everything, absolutely.
Yeah, everything. And they're happy to do so.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Sometimes you get cocky. We soon bring them down. When you start putting your hands in pants, looking at their arsehole like that. They don't like that, do they? Well, you've got to do this thing, haven't you?
But it wasn't always a question of turning the dealers over. Sometimes agreement could be reached with the dealers. On another night, Lee told me how it worked.
Some of the guys not come up and before they go in, the sensible guys, and say, guys, can I have a word, and throw you $100.
Yeah. Of course, it's a way to do business, isn't it? Because they're safe, do you know what I mean? And you're getting an air out of it. But they don't realise that. That's what amazes me, do you know what I mean, Tony? Because I've took some money off people, thick wads, you know what I mean, and bags full of 40 and 50s, you know what I mean, about $1,000, and the chains and what have you. And it's just a simple way. It's all right, if I come in, mate, there's that for you, and everything's safe, innit? Taking the on there, really. You're making money on your club. You want to cut, don't you?
If you want to know more about ecstasy, call the National Drugs Helpline, free and in confidence.
Although I'd only been on the doors a few weeks, I'd already seen bouncers wired on steroids who might explode with rage at any moment. I'd bought hard drugs from the men supposed to protect the licensed premises from dealers. And I'd learned how control of the doors could be used to control who was allowed to deal in drugs. But what surprised me most was just how easy it all was.
there is only one answer, and it's what we've been lobbying the Home Office for in excess of 5 years, and that is there must be a statutory scheme which is, through legislation, insisting that all door staff employed on all licensed premises must be registered locally with the police, must participate in local training schemes, and must have a no criminal record that is offensive to the job that they will be doing.
I think a lot more has got to be done by the higher authorities. It can't be left up to individuals like myself or even some of the major companies. They can't be expected to police their own doors. We need help and guidance from higher up. We need the police to tell us who we can and who we can't employ.
I decided to conduct an experiment over a few nights. I visited city centre clubs and pubs at random to try and buy drugs on the doors. First, I called on the men at the door of Kitch nightclub.
I'm looking for some pills. If anyone can swap me out around. You can swap me out, can you? Excellent.
Next, I visited a club called Deluxe, where I met doorman Gary Haggerty.
Listen, are you all right for a couple of E's?
All right, yeah.
Excellent.
See me dealing. Or some tomorrow night as well.
You will, yeah. If you ever want any Charlie.
I don't know about a Charlie yet, though, boss.
Okay, but I can always guarantee a couple of E's.
Then I went to a hugely popular disco pub, The Fountain. On the door was Andy, with some exotically named ecstasy.
So, listen, the riddle is very strong, isn't it?
Yeah, snort it in lines about that long.
Okay, okay. And roll the tango. How powerful is the tango? Okay, okay.
It's wicked. Honestly, it's trippy, it's wicked.
Is it?
Brilliant.
I'm going to be
snort the Riddler, half an hour later take the tango and watch the world go by.
So far, I'd managed to buy speed and ecstasy, and all from doormen who worked at licensed venues. But the real surprise was Darren. I met him at a bouncer's pub crawl. He told me he was in the drugs game. He was awaiting supplies. So I should come and see him at work. Work was at McDonald's, which at weekends stays open late for the clubbers. Darren talked willingly about his trade.
Listen, those tabs come in yet?
No, it ain't been in. It ain't been in yet. But when it comes in, I said I'll put it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I see no tricks. Easy. This guy's got it. I should get him. You know what I mean? I'll have him, but I'll take his look at him.
I mean, how much, well, you said how much the trip, you can get them for about £1, you can sell them for $3.50.
£250 profit, innit? £100 later. Better than going to work, innit?
One big question remains. Who supplies the doormen with drugs? None of them are saying. But there's one major dealer who's well known to many of the boys on the doors. Wayne Hardy.
It's Wayne's town, it ain't my town. It's a lot more Wayne's town. I'm nobody compared to Wayne. I'm a little piece of You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Wayne will up, mate. You know what I mean? Wayne knows a hell of a lot more than us do, like. Hell of a lot more about who's who and who's up to whatever, you know what I mean? Knows a hell of a lot more. Very, very well respected man when he's around town, very well.
There was no doubt that the link with Wayne stood me in good stead. I'd enjoyed a lot of respect myself when I told the other bouncers I'd been Wayne's training partner, and they opened up to me in ways they would never have done otherwise. The Wayne connection was invaluable when I decided to see if I could get beyond buying small amounts of drugs and negotiate bigger quantities. And this time, it wasn't just speed or pills I was looking for. Now I wanted cocaine, or Charlie as it's known in the trade. I started at the Lizard Lounge. It caters for an older, more affluent clubber, the sort that might have more expensive tastes in drugs. If Charlie was on sale anywhere, it would be here.
Can you score Charlie in Lizard? Is it all right?
I can get good Charlie.
Can you?
Not from there, but I get good Charlie, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask him. He knows from there.
Well, I'm really looking for a bit of... I need some Amphet. I need some Charlie.
What do you need Charlie for?
Well, I'd be keen to get you know, 50 quid's worth for tomorrow night. You know what I mean?
Sure that, yeah.
Can you? Where'd I meet you? Meet you over in Lizard?
Well, in the club, I'll bring you to it. You definitely want it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.